Hey everyone, welcome along. I am officially calling this week's show the New York City FitBiz Tour Part 1. Welcome along to FBP Live. I'm your host Chantal, and this week's show is a little bit different to usual. Normally I come to you with bite-sized business tips in under 5 minutes, but not this week, because this week we're going to mix it up just a little bit and I want to hear from you guys. Patrick, good morning. Thank you for joining me this morning. So 5 minutes of FitBizpiration, just a little bit different this week. So I have a question of the day. JT, good morning, welcome along. Here is the question of the day for you guys. If you were to spend 48 hours in the boutique studio capital of the world, New York City, what would you want to learn? What would you want to know if you spent 48 hours in New York City checking out the studios? I want to know what you guys want to know. Do you want to know about the branding? Do you want to know about the fit out, about the cafe? Do you want to know about the lighting, maybe the customer experience? So that is the question today, guys. If you just spend 48 hours in the boutique studio capital of the world, New York City, what would you want to learn from those studios? So I want you to comment below and tell me what you guys want to know, and we're going to talk a little bit more about that in just a second. First things first, I want to set the scene for you guys today, because the reason that we're talking about this topic is because in 4 days time, not very long to go, in 4 days time, myself and JT from our foundation partner Active Management, we're going to be heading over to the States, and we've set ourselves a bit of a mission. And that mission is to either work out or check out 9 boutique studios in 48 hours. That's achievable, right? I think it's achievable. I think it's definitely achievable. So that is our mission, and what we want to be able to do is deliver to you guys some information and I guess answer some questions that you guys want to know that we can all learn from the boutique studio. So that's what it's all about. Now, before I actually share with you which ones we are going to be hitting up over that 48 hours, I thought I should first rewind the clock just a little bit so that you can understand. Hey Eugene, nice to see you on board this morning. So let's rewind the clock so you actually know why it is that we are even heading over to the US. So the Fitness Business Podcast and Active Management are actually the official media partner for the 2018 MotionSoft Technology Summit. We are really excited about this event. It's happening on October 3rd to 5th, which is next week in Washington, DC. Now, I want to tell you a little bit about this event because we're going to be, I guess, touching on it quite a bit on the show in the months to come. And I'm going to be coming to you with some live broadcasts with JT next week about the summit. But so the agenda for the summit, or the overarching theme, I should say, is the convergence of IT, marketing, and sales. Okay, so that's the overall theme. And I've actually been taking a look at the agenda over the last couple of days, and I wanted to share with you a couple of the items that they're going to be talking about, because I think this might be of interest to a number of you. So they're going to cover off things like driving revenue with connected technologies, standout fitness industry startups, what does going digital mean? Is home-based fitness the new soul cycle? I'm really interested to hear what people have to say on that. Data innovations in the fitness industry and the future of gym experiences. Now, I don't know about you, but there's a whole lot of stuff in there that really excites me, and I cannot wait to share a lot of that information with you guys. So I'm going to be coming to you guys in the next couple of weeks, so will JT, giving you some highlights from the MotionSoft Technology Summit. And over the next couple of months, we're going to feature a number of the speakers from the summit on the Fitness Business Podcast. So give me a thumbs up if you like the sound of that. Now, the other thing is, if you guys want to know more information about the MotionSoft Technology Summit, then all I want you to do is write MOSO, M-O-S-O, in the comments below, and I'll make sure that I send you guys through the link. So now that you know why it is that we're in the States, let's talk a little bit more about these studio visits. Now, the quick reminder that the question of the day, this is what I want to know. I want some comments from you guys, whether you're listening live or you're tuning in later on. I want to know, if you were to spend 48 hours in the boutique studio capital of the world, New York City, what would you want to learn from those studios? So I'm guessing you probably want to know what the studios are by now. So let's run through them all. We are going to be working out at Switch Playground. Now, Switch Playground describe themselves as 20 to 40 stations that hit every muscle group in a high intensity interval training experience like no other. what I want you to guys to do right now, we're going to get a little bit interactive. If you like the sounds of these workouts, I want you to give me a thumbs up as I read them out, okay? So that one gets a massive thumbs up from me. Now, the second one is Rumble. Rumble was probably recommended to me by about 50,000 different people. When I said that I was coming to the States, they're like, you've got to do Rumble. So that is definitely on the list, you guys. So it is a boxing inspired full body strength and conditioning workout. And from what I can see on the website, it kind of looks to me like they've got the water boxing bags, which I actually trialed at Virgin Active earlier this year, and they were phenomenal. So I'm really excited to check out Rumble. We are also hitting up Tone House, which is who describe themselves as the first ever extreme athletic-based group fitness studio aimed at unleashing the inner athlete in everyone. That will be really interesting. We are checking out, on the recommendation of Emma Barry, as a matter of fact, we're checking out SL. My phone rang. I really should have learned to put it on silent. Okay, so SLT, strengthen, lengthen, tone, 50-minute muscle quivering, heart pumping, total body workout. That one sounds really interesting. I'm looking forward to that. Fitting Room is the next one. So Fitting Room describes themselves as most effective HIIT class, torch calories and build strength no matter your fitness level. Thank you for the thumbs up on that one, Eugene. And the last one that we're going to be actually working out at is called MNDFL, which I'm guessing is stands for mindful, and it's a meditation studio. We're actually going to be doing a breathing class in that studio, so I'm really looking forward to that. Now, in addition to the classes that we're doing, we're also going to be visiting a whole lot of studios. So we're going to check out Mark Fisher Fitness. You guys might remember Mark from a previous episode of the show. I'll put Mark's episode in the show notes if you want to check it out. And Mark, I love the description, describes his studio as Mark's Fisher Fitness offers group fitness classes and semi-private training, I can't talk this morning, with a dose of ridiculousness. How good is that? I love the way these classes are described. We are also going to check out Y7, which is Vinyasa yoga with a bit of a twist from what I can see, because basically the yoga sequences are choreographed to the latest chart music. So really different. Let me get this message off my screen. Don't you hate it when a phone call comes in the middle of a live broadcast? We're also going to be checking out Conbody. For any of you that have been listening to the show for a long time, you might actually remember I had Cosmarte, who is the founder and creator of Conbody, on the show last January, I think it was. It was a fair while ago. So we're going to go check out Conbody, which is a prison-style workout that take 23 minutes or less. So quick workout in that one. And the last one, check this out. JT actually suggested this one. It's called Performix House. Performix House. And it is an elite fitness facility that, get this, it's invite only and their fees are $900 a month. It's got a super exclusive membership base. So I cannot wait to have a look at that. So, as I said, I want to know what you guys are interested in. If you are an owner, if you're a manager, if you're a fitness professional, if you're new to the industry, whatever it is, what would you want to know if you're heading into those studios? What are the things that you would actually like to find out about? What are they doing great in there? What can you learn from? As I said, so these are some of the latest, hottest new studios on the boutique scene. So we want to learn as much as we possibly can, and I want to hear what you guys want to hear and how we can help you guys. So that's it. So what I want you to do, guys, is this time next week, I would love you to join me this time next week. I'm actually going to have a co-host next week, which will be JT from Active Management. We will be coming to you live from New York City, by which time, Wednesday morning, Tuesday night, we will have completed, I think, 6 workouts by then and have visited all 9 different studios. So we're going to have a heap of stuff to chat to you about next week. So between now and then, make sure that you send through your questions, because I want to know what you want to know. Really important. So that is coming up next week. And before I sign off for today, the last thing I want to tell you is this week's episode has just gone to air. It features Henna Inam. Henna is an author of a book called Wired for Authenticity. She comes on to talk to me about leadership practices and practices for becoming an authentic leader. It's a really different episode. It's a really beautiful chat that I had with Henna, and I think that you'll find some really great leadership practices throughout that episode with Henna. So make sure you check that out. It is episode 191. there is one more thing. I said that was the last thing, but it's nearly the last thing. And the reason I'm going to mention this is because in the last couple of weeks, I've had a lot of PTs approach me about whether or not we had any content on how to become an online personal trainer. Now, up until now, the answer was no. We hadn't covered that topic before, but this Friday, we do have an intensive show coming out, and it is all about how to become an online personal trainer. The special guest on that show is James Breeze. He is the creator of Strength Matters. James presented at Philex earlier this year. He absolutely knows his stuff when it comes to online personal training. And in this particular episode, James actually steps us through a really detailed process. It's a 4-part process on what you need to do to get yourself set up to go online. We talk about the software to use. We talk about how to set up your programming, the onboarding sequence, how to set your costs. So there's a really detailed overview that is coming your way this Friday, guys. So that is an intensive show, features James Breeze on how to become an online personal trainer. So that's it. If you haven't had a chance yet, don't forget, let me know what you want to know in regards to the boutique studios in New York. Really excited to join you guys from over there next week. And please hit me up if you have any questions whatsoever. For all of you that were watching live today, thank you so much for joining me. And I will see you guys next week for 5 minutes of FitBiz. See ya.